Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to edit your heads-up display, or HUD for short. Your heads-up display is what shows up when running a Chuteside job on the top right of your screen. So it shows you the RFID, if the animal has one, or lot tag numbers, current pen, home pen, stuff like that. So I had a request to make a video on how to show more information on there than what's currently there. So to do that, we need to start by editing and creating our own specialized heads-up display. So we can do that through Fusion Admin, Setup, Chuteside Jobs, and when this list window opens, you'll see all of your Chuteside jobs here, but we're going to go to Options, Edit Heads-Up Displays. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at what's currently there, and you can see these ones in bold are defaults that Fusion comes with, and a couple of these other ones have been created. So I'm just going to make a copy of one of the original ones and we'll modify it from there. So to do that, make sure it's highlighted, click the gear icon, hit duplicate. You can also create one from scratch if you hit that plus button in the bottom right, but this is much easier. So duplicate, and then we're going to double click on it to start editing it. So SSG original animal info, we're going to call this one extra info, just so we know what it's called. You don't really need to modify the window width or height. That will be something more specialized and you can ask about if you want. So on the right side, we can see that we've got what's going to be shown on our heads-up display. You got RFID, lot sig tag, weight sig tag, all that kind of stuff. So to add more to it, we're going to go to the object library, and then you can add any of these different line items. So there's a lot in here. The easiest way, if you know what it's called, is to search for it. So we want to add the previous RFID. If the animal had a previous RFID, what was it? So to do that, we're going to pick the one that says previous RFID record and click and drag it over. Now it's going to show up on your heads-up display and exactly in this spot. But if we want to edit it, make it look a little nicer, we can do that. For this example, I'm not going to mess around too much with it, but I'll just show you a few things. So you can click and drag it into the position that you want it to be in. And then if we go to page objects, we can adjust how it looks. So I want the lettering to be black, and I want the font size to be smaller. I'm going to make it 11. That matches up with other text on here. If you want to know that, you can click on other objects and see, okay, font size 11. So let's match it up. So make that 11, and we're going to make it bold. Same thing for this one. Make it bold, make it size 11. And then you might need to move these things around a little bit. So I'm just going to move it, and you might actually want that previous RFID record to be under the origin or the RFID the animal currently has, but for this example we're just going to hit save. So when you're all done, hit save, and now we need to go and add that to the Chuteside job. So now you need to attach this heads-up display window to a job. So to do that, we're going to go to any one of your jobs in the job list, double click on it, and then I'm just going to rearrange these so you can see. Go to the tab along the top that says Windows, and in here you can see the windows are Scale Indicator, which is usually at the top left, the Sub-Job List, which is usually at the bottom left, SSG Converted Jobs is the name of the heads-up display that's in the top right, Sub-Job Detail is below that, and then Job Controller is below that. So we want to replace the SSG Converted Jobs with the one we just made called Extra Info. So to do that, hit the plus button and then hit Extra Info. Now to completely remove SSG Converted Jobs, we just have to make a few quick checks. Because these window positions, as you can see over here, are based on other windows, the Job Controller, the Sub-Job Detail. The Sub-Job Detail is based on SSG Converted Jobs. That's how it finds its positioning on the screen. So if we remove it, we just need to tell this window to be based on something else. So let's just remove this. I hit minus, and it's going to tell me one or more of the windows or positions based on this one. So now we know. Just hit OK. Drag your extra info into where the one you just removed was, and then go to the Job Controller, Sub-Job Detail, and just make this select Extra Info, just so it's right below 10 pixels from the bottom of Extra Info, so it fits on the screen nicely. When you're all done with that, you can hit save, And this was job 1A, processing fall calves. So when you're all done with that, hit save, and then we'll go see how it looks at Chuteside. So to get there from the office, I'm going to go to Fusion Chuteside, Jobs, Start a Job, and let's get that one going. I'm just going to skip through all this for now. This is not really important for us. So you can see it's a little bit messed up, the positioning of it. So I'm just going to try and hit Reset Window Positions. There we go. It goes into the right spot. It goes where we want it to be. And as you can see on this heads-up display, we've got RFID at the top and Previous RFID down below. And when you scan an animal, if it's got a previous RFID, that will be filled in. Or if you need to give an animal a new RFID, and you can search it based on its lot tag, then you can also see what the previous RFID was shown in the heads-up display. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to reach out to myself, John, or Chris with SSG Fusion. Thanks.